What's up, everyone? And welcome to the 10th anniversary of MTGOnes here in Lyon, France. It is time for the finals.
It's final time.
After 7 rounds of Swiss and a quarterfinals, which was pretty cool, and a semifinals that just happened, we are here for the finals. With your boys, Callum and Kai from the Everyday Turn podcast. Thank you so much for everyone for tuning in. It's been a long day. It was a blast to be here.
I had a great time.
Yeah, just enjoy French magic.
As you can see, Dimir animator, still good. Still good.
Ah, that's weird, yeah.
It got grief banned, it got psychic frog banned.
It's like nothing happened.
Maybe it's gonna get Troll of Khazad-dûm banned.
Yeah. So we got like these two guys like Laurent and Thibaut, proving that this deck is still able to take down tournaments, and it will definitely take down the tournament because we got the mirror. And what's more flavorful is that the winner of this tournament gets an FBB black bordered underground sea. That's the prize for the first one.
Do you in their position? Do you really want to win one? Because then you have to get 3 more.
I think so, yeah. Because then you can finally cut the undercity sewers, and then add the 5th underground sea. It's such an easy swap.
But if you get 1 FBB, you need to get 3 more.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like this is the last time you're gonna play Magic on this planet. There's gonna be more tournaments. Speaking of which, at the end of May, for the first weekend in June, mark your calendars already. It's gonna be summer. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be juicy. And please come here to Lyon in France. It's cool city.
So before we really get underway, we've got some differences in the deck lists. I'm just going to go through some things. So Laurent has a Griselbrand in the main deck. Also is playing 2 Tainted Indulgence, which is pretty different.
Interesting. Has
4 Animate Deads as opposed to Thibaut's 3. Mm-hmm. So with Atraxa, Archon of Cruelty, and Griselbrand, like 3 big monsters, and the 4th Animate Dead, it's a bit more slightly more combo centric. Yeah. Than Thibaut. Thibaut has more creatures in the main deck, so he has 2 Orcish Bowmasters, where Laurent has none.
Yeah, he has some rotate regions.
Rotate regions, yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. So, there's the Metamorphosis Fanatic, which Thibaut has 1, Laurent doesn't have any. So there are differences in the list, actually. They're both trying to do the same thing, but it's just enough differences.
Cool.
So here we are. Pluto Delta versus Pluto Delta?
Yeah, Delta Mirrors.
Yeah.
No, maybe.
Some kind of promo, maybe.
Oh man, this card got so many reprints already.
Yeah. Okay,
there is a white bordered underground sea, which
you need to upgrade that.
It screams to be upgraded.
Yeah. If only there was a way to do that.
Yeah, dude.
Do you think the differences in the lists are essentially Thibaut is a bit more tempo, a bit more creature heavy? Do you think it gives him an edge or a disadvantage even? In game 1 at least.
It's a little you want to say it's a little more pre-sideboarded.
Yeah. But it's pre-sideboarded in the sense that you sideboard into more creatures because your opponent's going to have Fairy Macabre to counter your combo. But with the absence of Fairy Macabre in game 1, I feel because the reanimation plan is higher power level, than just playing creatures. I feel based on deck lists alone, I'd give a slight edge to Laurent, but it's very close. They're still trying to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Is my inclination at least there. But the hand here is 3 lands, Entomb, Animate Dead. This is probably just play the Entomb, get Atraxa, and see if it works. It can be risky though. The Archon in the hand is very bad because if he takes the Thoughtseize here and just reanimates it, that's a disaster. The Entomb and Animate Dead are both weak to just a Daze or a Force of Will. So it's a hand that I don't think you can mulligan, but you're not really happy with, I would say. The Murktide isn't doing much.
The Murktide is, it kind of looks terrible.
Yeah.
Dealt 5 with a hand like this.
Well, Entomb is 2 cards in your graveyard. So trying to see what's in Laurent's hand, it depends what you take here. So taking the Animate Dead means, there's not a land reanimate. Or I guess Thibaut goes first, of course, because he's the high seed, okay? So this is turn 1 from Laurent, so there can't be a follow-up. So it takes the Animate Dead just to stop a, end of turn Entomb. And now I think you won't cast Entomb, because if you Entomb and then you don't, just top deck a reanimate spell, it's so risky because Laurent could just untap and go Animate Dead your Atraxa.
Oh, yeah.
So now the whole hand slows down. And it could almost be a good thing for Thibaut here because the line of just Entomb into Animate Dead is very risky into a Force or a Daze, and then Laurent has his own one. So I think it's a disruption to his plan, and it might have worked, but in the grand scheme of things, it looks like, you know, he might be okay with that. And top deck Thoughtseize from Tubo, pretty good here as well, especially for us because we get to see all the cards.
Yeah, it's not like Tubo wants to see, like we want to see.
No, so we see a Wasteland, a Brainstorm, Entomb, Troll, and Ponder. Pretty good hand, really. Like you have the cantrips to find what you need. I feel like knowing Tubo's hand, he just needs to take the Entomb here. Like you would like to take the Brainstorm, I think, but Entomb is the one that leads to busted stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's reasonable. Like like 2 cantrips. Like I was looking at either Ponder or Brainstorm, but like, it's just so redundant.
Yeah.
Like what we can agree is like it's definitely not the Troll.
Yeah,
It's definitely not the Troll.
I mean, it sticks him to like one colored source, but yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do not take the Troll here.
Yeah. Oh, he's still going to do it and win off the back of it now. But yeah, this my gut is like, you know, take the Entomb here. But I could see the Brainstorm. I'll be surprised if he takes the other ones, but again, he's in the finals and I'm not. So,
So the thing about Entomb is that like if you take the Entomb, you can still cycle Troll and have like a fatty in your graveyard. Like it's not as busted as a Trox or Gristlebrand, but okay.
Yeah, there we go. LJVK says 2 top of the Swiss. Yeah, 2 smashed it. I think he went 6-1 to go top, I believe. It might have gone 6-0-1 actually. Huge props to Greg Miller on the MTGOnes team for putting on this event. Looks ace. It is ace. It's just so nice. The atmosphere is so chill and nice and just a big hall to play in and stuff. So cannot recommend this event high enough to people wanting to come. And then you can go skiing in the nice, you know, nearby big mountains. All right, who's he? The Brainstorm. I guess they probably have my idea of the deck list. Like I wouldn't have minded just like play the Wasteland and pass, so you can go end of turn Brainstorm and then cycle the Troll. But he's playing around Bowmasters a bit. Even if he doesn't know the deck list for sure, it's probably on his mind. And Wastelands, despite Tubo having a wastable thing, they're just not great. They're not what you're going to be doing.
Yeah, this is not a Wasteland game necessarily.
Because, you know, Tubo could just draw a Brainstorm into an Entomb and a Reanimate. Like, you can operate off such small resources, like low resources.
Or like any Troll because of Doom kind of gets you off that Wasteland range.
Yeah, so big fan of putting the Wastelands back. I think it's, you know, identifying what the mirror is about for sure. Yeah. And then maybe we see a Ponder here. They're probably just, both trying to find their combo pieces and also kind of terrified of like try and find a Force of Will or a Daze as well to protect you a bit. So this is the classic Thoughtseize thing of like you Thoughtseize, see the hand, like right, I've got this information, and then within a turn you're like, okay, I know like, one card.
And you're like one of the 6.
One card is a big maybe because you brainstormed. So the classic Thoughtseize versus Brainstorm. So we see another Brainstorm on top, Animate Dead in the middle. Laurent has a very shiny pro mode deck, so I think got these there. Cool. Alrighty. I think Tubo's thinking, do I end of turn Entomb here? Gives him a ton of draws to just maybe win the game, but the fact that it's just 1 mana, I think you don't. It's just...
I mean, this is an opportunity.
It's just so risky if you miss it.
But if you don't have a counter and like your opponent uses their Reanimate, that's such a blowout.
I mean, this is what would happen. Like, even if Tubo did top deck Animate Dead or something, or find it, then Laurent could have a Force of Will. Looks like maybe he did fight it.
Oof. Okay.
Or maybe he's just getting an instant source from the graveyard.
Sometimes you gotta test the waters. Oh man, that'd be baller. Dude, like because Entomb is kind of like a very poor Thought Scour.
That's one way of putting it.
Yeah, like I mean, it's almost like it's.
Well, it could be better.
It's kind of consider-ish effect without the card draw. Okay, dude, it's getting late. All right. Okay, so my card evaluation is like in the basement, right? In the basement level.
Fair enough.
But what we know is that there isn't a Truckster right now on the table. All right, that's all what matters.
This is the thing. You can like feel like you're in an okay position, and then this happens, and it's just all who knows. All right, so we see land, Ponder, Wasteland. Lots of lands. Very, very poor Atraxa. Wow. No no instants at all.
Oh, well.
Like, he really wanted just a force here. He would trade all 3 of these cards he'll take just a force, 100%. But like sometimes you can hit like also an animate dead and another entomb and a reanimate and you can hit everything here.
Right.
Okay, so Atraxa, as good as it is, really, really bad hit. Just come back from dinner and see that weird matchup. Yep, you know what? The more things change, the more they stay the same. Reanimator will reanimate, and whenever someone's trying to like play a brew, kind of cruelty.
I mean, yeah, they get to the semifinals, but not the finals, senor.
Yeah. I'll be honest. I don't think the deck like maybe still is the best, but we'll see how it develops and stuff. But I didn't think it would actually be as good or dominant as it may be now. So the field today, again, I was like all between rounds and stuff. I was going around trying to see what people are playing. There wasn't a ton of Reanimator really. Like it was played obviously more than these two, but it didn't feel like there's too much of it. I saw a lot of Delver as well. There was a bunch of Nadu. Eldrazi seemed to do poorly. So I mean, the top 8 is really, really diverse. The only one was these two, and it's just 2 killer players as well. So I think that has to attribute for a lot of it.
Oh yeah.
So, all right. Well, I think Laurent is now going to go Entomb and cast Animate Dead. And
this is funny, yeah. And we know we didn't. The Troxa didn't get either Force of Will or Days.
I love this little trick. Because he'd cantripped, he knew Archon of Cruelty was the top card.
Oh shit!
So he was like, cast Entomb, just flip my top card.
Nice.
So yeah, Archon of Cruelty will now kill the Atraxa.
Wow.
What's going to happen is
this is a
Tubo will now like
epic. This is an epic first game of the finals.
Big monsters.
Holy smokes!
And Tubo has no days.
Wow. Yeah, it's gonna resolve Archon of Cruelty.
Puts the Atraxa in the graveyard.
Yeah.
Now he'll just randomly bring it back again.
No. Oh god.
And we know Tubo has a Brazen Borrower, so like if that did happen, he goes land 4, then he can bounce the Archon back to his hand.
Oh shit, yeah. I mean, we all know about Brazen Borrower.
Yeah.
Wait.
But at the same time, he needs to draw Animate Dead here. Like a Reanimate doesn't do it. And he discarded the Archon though. That's a Brainstorm and a Ponder to find an Animate Dead. So Tubo actually discarded his own Archon to the Archon trigger. So there's now some hot Archon and Archon action. So yeah,
combo.
So I think he goes Brainstorm into Ponder, looking for an Animate Dead.
All right,
this is battle cruising. So no Animate Dead. I think he finds Troll, Brainstorm, Fetch, but the Fetch is good. Like he wants the Fetch because he wants to shuffle after this Brainstorm, so the Ponder can see up to 4 cards. So the Fetch is like the best thing after an Animate Dead. Because again, Reanimate doesn't do it; it has to be Animate Dead. And there's 1 Animate Dead in the graveyard already, and we know Tubo plays 3, so he has a 2 out already.
Right.
At the same time, he has the Brazen Borrower. He can bounce the Archon. He's living.
Yeah.
He'll also take some disruption. Like maybe if he finds a Daze, he could bounce it now to play around a Force Will or something. He could also not cast his Brainstorm to play around Daze himself and play it now.
Okay, so we have this safe play here.
Yeah, this is the safe play.
The Archon.
The risky one is to go fetch it on the ground, see, cast another Brainstorm. This is the safe play. He's playing around Daze. If Laurent had a Force Will, he could then Brainstorm in response, maybe find his own Daze. So
okay, cool.
super tight play. Yep. Like it. And now he knows that's happened. He can cast the Ponder in his hand. That now he knows what's up. There's an Archon in the hand, but he has big monsters in his own graveyard, so he's really looking for a Force Will here. I think we shall see. Find that Force Will. Finds 3 cards. You can't see. Shuffles very quickly.
Wow. So, yeah. Like, dude. Like all of a sudden, I thought this game was over, but it's not. It's actually.
Who cast the next Animate Dead?
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Yeah, it gets wacky.
Yeah.
Okay, so
like both players have their fingers on the trigger.
Laurent gets 4 of a kind, 4 underground seas.
Oh.
Brainstorm.
It's a very scary Brainstorm.
Yeah. Oh, Animate Dead.
Animate Dead.
Strong. This is, I think, Laurent's deck list giving him a slight edge because the mirror game 1.
Oh shit! Yeah, he runs more copies of Animate Dead.
He has 4 Animated versus 3.
And
at the same time, the things Tubo's probably playing over that, like Bowmaster stuff, he hasn't found, so maybe it wouldn't be. But it's the composition that's a slight edge, I think. And yeah, so you can just go land, animate dead. Do you take the Atraxa or the Archon?
Oof, good question. It's like a one-turn clock, one or the other way.
True. True.
So if that's the case, you probably go for the Atraxa.
Yeah, because the Atraxa
Small cards, like
it could hit Force or it could hit Reanimate for the Archon as well.
Oh yeah, that's game over, right? Like if you hit Force of Will, then it's technically game over.
Yeah, I like going for the Atraxa because, yeah, Reanimate or Force of Will are just like killer hits, and both probably game over. So we shall see what Laurent wants to do there. Do you take your own Archon or his one? I guess you take the opponent's one in case they have Delve spells.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, safety first.
Oh, you know what would have been interesting last turn, or if Tubo got the window, like if he didn't find a reanimate spells, he could have like just delved his big creatures away of the fear of that. I don't think there was a window to do it. There's the reanimate. And a force.
Wow. Okay, that's the Force of Will. This is the big hit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Force of Will and reanimate. So he's going to bring back an Archon and have Force of Will up.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine Tubo on 2 life facing 2 monsters could fight through this.
Right. Plus, he has already used a Brazen Borrower.
Yeah. Yeah. He needs to top deck a Terminus.
Oof.
Yeah. Force of Will. Who takes a Ponder? Okay. Takes Ponder. Maybe he just has a reanimate ready. Or doesn't need an Archon.
Okay.
Can we play around?
But we can agree that the first game in the mirror usually goes like this, right? Like it's gonna be like who's gonna combo out the fastest. But
yeah,
I think the post-sample games are gonna be much different.
Yeah, absolutely. Fairy Macabre, just the present of it, really changes things. Like, yeah. In these game ones, it's like, you know, we found the enemy dead. Okay, but now he's a force. Okay, Tubo can cantrip for a discard spell, like a Thoughtseize, or a Force of his own, animate dead an Archon, and now the Atraxa's dead again. It is that back and forth. Like, the Archon just keeps countering the big creature in play.
That's funny.
But then it puts it back in the graveyard.
That's
so it's kind of like whoever runs out of reanimate effects first. All right. Let's see if he can find a Thoughtseize or a Force of Will. Finds reanimate, which is pretty bad. Daze. This is why he didn't reanimate, because he can have Force of Will up.
Yeah.
Daze round.
Oh gosh.
So I think Tubo is going to probably need to put back the reanimate and Murktide. I guess Murktide could be bigger than Atraxa as well.
No, if you grow to like an 8/8.
But he knows he has a Petty Theft in hand. Brazen Borrower.
Oh yeah.
Brazy Bee always being the most annoying thing. So yeah, I feel like you put back reanimate and Troll. Ponder for a Force of Will. Probably going to do it. Okay. And then go to second main.
Interesting.
Oh, he has a Daze.
We still have the Daze.
Yeah, okay. So this is just really good play that I missed. So yeah, take him off the Daze and then go to second main, animate dead the Archon, and then he kept the Daze off the Brainstorm, so he can Daze a Force of Will. And then we go back to Laurent's turn, and then he reanimates the big thing.
Yeah, because I can already see an animate dead in his hand. Oh, God.
Yeah. Big monsters.
So maybe in hindsight, was it better to just get the Archon instead of Atraxa? So at least you put Tubo on 2 life, and then you know what I mean. Like even if you don't get a single attack in, like you still clock your opponent for 3 damage for 3 life loss.
And because there's 2 Archons in the graveyard, like Tubo would need to reanimate both. Because yeah, at 2, then the moment one of them like goes to the graveyard, you can reanimate it again. And twice it's lethal.
Oh
yeah, I think I get now he was playing around Daze, and like it's gonna happen here because he got Wasteland off it. But I think I like going for the reanimate over the Ponder with the take from Atraxa, so that you can get the Archon in play as well. Then but I totally understand the playing around Daze thing. So animate dead, come in. Probably Now, which Archon to take? We're having a bit of a discussion here.
The regular one or the secret layer one?
I would take your opponents. Just be like,
Yeah, just
Yeah.
look.
yeah. There could be like a devil spell in there, like Tubo plays Murktides. All right, having some discussion here. Oh, looks like he's pointing at his own. I think they're just confirming that when you say targets, potentially. But we'll see a Force of Will here. I think I spy a Barragoyf in Laurent's hand as well. Definitely a C.
Oh yeah, this is one of Barragoyf.
Yep. They both have a one of Barragoyf.
Yeah.
So Tubo gonna get to daze this Force of Will and be like, please no second Force of Will. That's 17. Any dazes. There we go.
Wow.
Cool. And now takes his own Archon. Very important.
Okay. You got the trigger.
Okay.
Toxic back to the
Take my
graveyard.
Traxxas back. Discard a crappy land. And then I'm not actually totally sure Laurent has another Animate Dead. Did you see one?
I think I saw one, yeah.
Okay. We know there's Barragoyf Underground Sea, Brazen Borrow. Just not sure of the fourth card. Because at least you can Brazen Borrow it back so the game continues.
Right, right, yeah. Okay.
And Ponder. Pondre. These C Barragoyf.
Oh my gosh, this
and Reanimate.
Interesting game.
You know what?
Interesting
Reanimate.
game.
You could then Reanimate the Atraxa next turn.
Yeah.
Go to 1.
So many Animate Dads in one game. so many.
I think there's only been like 3 or 4, but it feels like 20.
Yeah.
It's just funny because the Archon
it just goes back.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a police fatty. It's a fatty, but it takes care of other fatties.
There's an Animate Dead
right
off the top. But did he cantrip last turn?
I think so. I think that's the one they put back with Brainstorm.
Fair. That makes sense.
So what we do now?
Make an Archon.
So we get another Archon, I suppose, right? Because like Atraxa doesn't make any sense.
No.
Because of the attack trigger of Archon.
It's a spinning
Here
Animate Dead.
This Animate Dead.
Okay, going for the Atraxa because this, I like it. This is playing to like stop the stalemate, right? Because now if Atraxa comes in, he hits. If he maybe has another Animate Dead, or if he hits a Reanimate or Animate Dead.
Right.
Then he brings in the Archon. He kills the Archon.
He can so much more life. Yeah.
But now he can sacrifice the Atraxa and then attack, and then so he keeps the Archon.
Oh, dude, that's brilliant.
Yeah. So he's getting forced here, and I think the Reanimate, but it depends on if he doesn't have one of them.
Okay. So you had to do a little bit of a gamble on this Atraxa. But given like how few actual reanimates you have seen in this game,
so he's not taking the Reanimate again. We'll see what that does. Takes Grizzlebrand. She has Barragoyf, and it must be an Animate Dead at the front of his hand.
I don't even know if you want to take the Grizzlebrand.
Yeah.
Like, do you have to?
You don't have to.
You don't have to.
You don't have to. But you might want a card in hand to Brainstorm. Like, you're never entombing for a Grizzlebrand here. But I don't think it matters, really.
Okay.
Like, we've got better things to do than cast Brainstorm. All right. So, I think maybe if he has the Animate Dead in hand already, the reason to take the Ponder over Reanimate is just because it's a blue card for the Force of Will. All right. So, we play the Wasteland, play around Days, Animate Dead, number 50. He doesn't.
Oh, Petty Theft. There you go. Okay.
So we're not getting there's two little fairies on a holiday together.
Yeah, dude. Oh, I totally forgot about the 3/1s because those are chump blockers.
Yeah.
You could buy like a turn, maybe.
Yeah, so Laurent took the Ponder with the Reanimate because it's a blue card for Force of Will. There's no other blue cards to take. But the Petty Theft could pitch to it. But he's got a plan, and he has an Atraxa in play. Keep off saying he played 2 lands last turn. We sure? I think there's a judge by the table. It's not sure. You want to check on that? Okay. All right. Maybe Laurent. Maybe check. Okay, we're gonna get someone over there to check on that, just to be sure, because I can't remember now. It could have. I'm not sure. The turn took a while with the attractor trick and everything.
Oh, you mean with the wasteland?
I think you started the turn with a C. It's possible, but we've got someone going over there to check. You know, the players might know. You know, we'll see. Got a finger pointing. We'll work it out. This is the finals for users. So we want it to be kosher.
Man, I don't know if you can rewind this play. Kind of hard to tell.
I feel like he might not have. Like, I remember him fetching the island.
Yeah.
And it was his fourth land. So my instinct is he didn't. Like, I remember him getting the fourth UC in hand. Like, he drew it, and then he fetched the island because he brainstormed before that, and it was all quite a couple of turns ago. So they'll talk it over, but yeah, we'll see. Unless you're very, very sure we can relay that. But yeah. Murktide coming in though as an 8/8. That's big on Traxxer. It'll trade, I guess. And then the Traxxer will go to the graveyard and get reanimated again.
And this is still the first game of this final. It's wow.
I think the player's now just waiting on us, just checking with the judge, see what happened. If you're like very sure, we see if someone could go back and check a replay, but otherwise, I don't remember him playing 2 lands, so we'll see. Hopefully you're very sure. Otherwise, yeah. All right, they carry on. Cool. Double Murktide.
Wow. This is
question de joueurs.
So these Murktides are going to be massive.
They're going to be big. Yeah, they're going to be very big.
So a 13/30. Oh no. They're just huge. They're huge. Okay.
Dude, like after we had all these like Archons and Troxes, like now it's time for Murktides and what's next, you know?
Murktide is the end goal.
What's next? Like Grizzlebrand or oh gosh.
Yeah, it's all such powerful plays and they're still only on like 4 lands.
Dude, I thought this game was over in like 5 minutes, but it's I don't know how much time has passed here, but
no. So yeah, got an 8/8 and a 13/13.
Yeah, this is a pretty intense game.
Yeah. I guess Atraxa can like attack in and probably trade with the 8/8 because it's Death Touch and Vigilance, so he's going to trade with the big one if not. But you know what? The Murktides are looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, which really surprises me, honestly. Let's see. So he has a Force and he had the Ponder, but I guess he recognized like he might need the Ponder to cantrip rather than pitch the Force. For the shuffle. God, I really thought
again, like any animate dead or reanimate on Archon is another big hit.
I feel like we're having a Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what does he find? I think it's a Grizzlebrand at the back.
Oh no.
He drew not quite an animated. He's got Force, Barragoyf, Grizzlebrand. Some powerful monsters. Yeah, these Murktides are just gonna get it done. Cycle Troll, okay. Not gonna stop a 13/13 Murktide. It's so silly how big they are. Sorry. I gotta say, I love his choice of basics. Big fan of Onslaught.
Oh yeah,
beautiful. Barragoyf? Okay, so there's a daze as well. There we go. Yeah. So it sounds Force, Daze, Grizzlebrand.
So we have 2 versus 2 creatures. Massive dragons versus lifelinkers. Wow.
So he didn't attack with the Atraxa, because I said you should, but actually it makes sense because you would trade with the smaller Murktide, and then the big one like flies over and just goes thunk, thunk. Tubo could find could find like.
So can we confirm that the big one is a 14-14 or 15-15?
13, I think.
13. Okay, so
if both of them exile 5 things,
so it's not lethal, right?
No.
So that alone is not lethal. Okay.
I believe so.
I think that's important. Yeah.
Because if they both would cast exiling 5 instants of sorceries, assuming there's enough in there.
Oh right.
Then they would have a counter for each. But there could have been like some fetches or animate deads or whatever exile instead. So I'd say, oh, he found an animate dead. Do you like that card?
Oh wow, yeah, okay.
Tubo found it. I think they just confirmed.
Oh, there's no creature in Tubo's yard, right? Because otherwise you could he could grow the smoke tides even more.
Yeah, sure.
By reanimating something from his graveyard.
It's only when instants of sorceries leave your graveyard.
Oh shit, okay, good. Yeah, okay, good.
But playing animate dead on a Archon of Cruelty from Laurent's graveyard is quite good.
Oh
no, the Archon is back in his hand, isn't it? So I think
did it get bounced?
You know what? It's hard to keep track of where the big monsters are.
This is a really complicated game.
I think, yeah. It is. The Archons have been like in play, graveyard, hand, in play, hand.
Everywhere, everywhere.
Also, the Baraglyph being a 5/6, like, you can't just attack with the Murktide because Atraxa will trade with the bigger one, and the Baraglyph just like gains 5 of life back. 5
of the 8, yeah.
And then could find another creature. He's now in Hardgast Troll range.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, so he keeps with the Ponder. He is taking the Animate Dead. So maybe he's going to bring back a Troll. Maybe there is an Archon we haven't seen. Okay, things are getting hot. He's attacking with the Murktides.
Okay.
Just for
like the attack.
21 damage.
Like the attack.
Yeah. So attract. Then he's going to animate dead the Atraxa. That makes total sense. Because this is a force block. Because otherwise he dies. And then he animate deads the Atraxa, and then he's pulling ahead again. Makes sense. Love it. Really good play. Because if he didn't have this, he might not want to attack there. So.
Wow.
Cool. All right. He has the force. Yeah. I really like the play from Tubo here. Really tight. Just heads up. All right. So we got a Baraglyph versus a Murktide. I'll admit, this is absolutely not the game state I thought.
Yeah. After like 20 turns.
Like Archons and Atraxas jumping in now.
One dragon versus one Goyf. And he drew. Oh,
dead again.
Oh my goodness, dude.
Animate dead number 4?
Yeah. I think he drew all of them.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh.
Okay, we get a Triggerino by this.
Laurent is the real zombie master.
Okay, didn't get back anything, but doesn't matter too much. I think we are
just gonna make an Atraxa.
Oh my goodness, this is what a silly game.
Really, seriously.
Hello.
I mean, he's only 2 lands off casting the Griselbrand as well.
Yeah, there's like the 10th attempt.
Oh my god.
to get a fatty off the graveyard.
Because he must have in the deck, like, if he just finds another Wasteland and his 4th Underground Sea. Oh, the Underground Sea got Wastelanded, but 2 more Wastelands, he can hardcast the Griselbrand.
I mean, this is gonna be lights out, right? Like with the reanimate. On like, I don't know, like 12 Cause of Doom or like really anything.
I think he seems to be pretty averse to they're packing it in.
Yeah,
he's like,
all right, okay, all right.
Oh
this was enough is enough, all right. Okay, so we had a lot of fun with animate deads, but like we gotta draw a line in the sand.
If I was Tubo, I'd be like, I'm just gonna surgical animate, not your big monster. Holy crap!
So this was the first game which was supposed to be over in a couple of minutes, but it was like one of the longest games we had all day long.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about sideboarding, because this is like the really interesting stuff, right? Like as we saw earlier, these decks tend to be a little lighter on the reanimate plan and bring in like a plan B, and the plan B is usually like creatures that don't require the graveyard, right? Like we're talking like Bowmasters, Barugoyfs, I don't know, Doubtful Voidwalkers, really anything, right?
So I talked to Tubo just before his semi started, because it was Lucas playing this Cloud Post deck against Reanimator here, Laurent, and I said to him, like, who do you prefer to play, like, or what are you more scared of? And he said he has plans for both. He's scared of Lucas as a player with Cloud Post, but he said Lucas says it's a bad matchup, so he's like, I'm going to trust his opinion, so I want Laurent to win. But then they're both he's friends with Laurent as well, so they both know each other. They both probably think it's fairly even. But Tubo said he knows his sideboard plans. He quite likes it, so he cuts 1 Entomb. And then, I think he said the Forces, I could be misremembering there, but then he brings in a Coffin Purge, because you can Entomb for Coffin Purge. He brings in 2 Fairy Macabres, a bit of a no-brainer, I think. And then 2 more Orcish Bowmasters, so there's 4. So, that's just, you're sidestepping the graveyard stuff and hoping that your Fairy, Macabres, and Coffin Purges can deal with the big monsters. Cool. And then 4 Fatal Push as well, to kill opposing like Bowmasters or Doubtful Voidwalkers or Barugoyfs, whatever. I
see.
Yeah, I like it. So it's the kind of the pivot which everyone kind of like knows is coming, and you have to respect it, but it's just hard to beat all the Reanimator stuff with that. And so that's his subplan. On Laurent's side, we have an Injured Explosives, 3 Consigned to Memory, 3 Fatal Push, 3 Doubtful Voidwalker, 2 Orcish Bowmasters, 2 Barugoyf, and a Dismember. I would expect quite similar things. Like, so we'll probably see the pushes come in. Doubtful Voidwalkers, definitely. It's a big card in the matchup.
It's a big trump card.
2 Orcish Bowmasters, kill each other's Bowmasters, that sub game. And then 2 Barugoyfs, I assume, will come in as well. And probably the Dismember. I've not really played Reanimator much myself, and so different players seem to change it up a lot. Like, some people side out both big monsters and all the Entombs. Then Animate Deads are still fine to reanimate a Troll or opponent stuff. So I'm not sure how Laurent will sideboard, but at least we have like the inside info on how Tubo will. Which, he said he leaves in the Archon, but not Atraxa. He sides out Atraxa, leaving the Archon 3 Entombs. But the Entombs are kind of contingent on the Coffin Purge being in the 75. I think without the Coffin Purge, you could make more of an argument to side them out. But I'll be interested to see how Laurent does it. Cool.
Okay. Yeah. One massive difference is that Turbo plays Murktide regions, right? And Laurent doesn't play a single copy.
Yeah.
And there's just not many good answers to a Murktide region. Like, you can Brazen Borrow, like you can Petty Theft it.
Yeah. It's a pretty bad card for your opponents to like reanimate. So it's just a bad yeah. But I think I feel like the games may come down to it in the sideboard games now. Right. Game 1, I was surprised to see that Murktide was like kind of a play happening in the game, because it just feels too small and insignificant. Despite being a 13/13, still trades with Atraxa, still dies to Archon, still gets bounced by Brazen Borrow. So
right.
You both need to be like really down to the scraps of your hands for it to actually get through and stuff. So yeah, Murktide, I'm sure it's going to be good in the sideboard games, but I don't think it's going to be one of the best. Cool.
Okay. Thank you so much for everyone for sticking to the stream. Again, if you like this content, go ahead and click that subscribe and follow button on YouTube and on Twitch. And if you missed the last couple of rounds, and I promise you they were all good matches, just click that link. No, it's not a link, but click that profile down below, Le Coin de Dujan on YouTube, and that's where you find all the VODs later.
Cool. Especially if you like wizards.
Yeah. If you
Cool. Alrighty. Both players with fatal pushes in their hand, lands in their hand. Thoughts is coming from Laurent. We're going to be in for a much more fair game here, I think. I wouldn't be surprised if, again, both players do very similar things with their decks. It's going to slow down. It's going to be less like smash, animate dead. And it'll be interesting to see. I think Tubo has like a few more creatures, but Laurent has 3 Barugoyfs and 3 Doubtful Voidwalkers, which I think they seem better to me than Bowmasters and the Bowmasters and the Murktides. So yeah, it feels quite even now after sideboarding, despite quite a few differences. All right. God bless Thoughtseize, helping casters out.
So what do we got? You got a path Fatal Push, we got a Wasteland, we got a Thoughtseize.
We got a Reanimate and a Coffin Purge.
A Reanimate and a Coffin Purge.
Yeah. What would you take here?
It
depends on Laurent's hand, of course.
I would say maybe just the Thoughtseize, maybe.
Yeah. Seems to snap it off.
Like Coffin Purge, definitely not. The Fatal Pushes seem kind of redundant. And Reanimate. I mean, this is the card that ultimately won the game in the first one.
Reanimate?
Yeah. But I would probably just hide my hand, maybe, and just...
I'm not sure allowed to do that. Just like, here's my hand. You can't see the cards. You have to guess. You have to guess. I'm not sure that flies.
Yeah.
Try it tomorrow.
Okay.
See how it goes. So, by the way, everyone, tomorrow there will be a stream again without Kai and I, so probably a lot better. Tomorrow we get to play. We'll be in the 0-3 bracket playing against a Salt formation. But
Dimir.
Yeah, it's going to be a great stream. Legacy again. So tune in for more Legacy tomorrow. I believe we have Lucas commentating. Is it?
No, I think so.
Oh, no, okay. Okay, cool. So we have Arnaud, the Wizards player, and GA here, who is our production manager today. So it'll be in French. So if you like Wizards, definitely tune in for tomorrow, because you can ask some questions in the stream. Alrighty. So the classic blue-black thing, sewers into brainstorm, sculpt your hand, be perfect. Just after it's been thought seized, so everything changes again. Cool. So try to see what we put back. There's a wasteland in there as well. What are you playing tomorrow? How you going, Carlo? I'm going to play Painter. Surprise, surprise. Kai's going to play
Doomsday, my signature deck. We're both playing our signature decks. We can't come here and not play our signature deck. Like, I'm not going to sleeve up elves. Like, I could.
You know what? I thought about playing goblins for a minute.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, like, if you play goblins, I play elves.
Against each other.
Against each other.
But yeah, I'll be playing Painter. It's fun. I haven't played it in paper for a while, apart from Eternal Weekend. That was quite recently, actually, wasn't it? So, but before that as well. Good luck. Yeah, well, hopefully come to the next one. OSB. Alrighty. Cool. So, Wasteland from Tubo is like, I guess it can mean troll. I was going to say, like, it's a sign of, like, you know, streams Wasteland my sewers, but here comes the troll. Makes sense. Yeah. When Troll was like newer and being played, whenever my opponent went like Wasteland Go, I forgot about it. I was like, oh my god, what did they keep? Like they're banking. It must be like a 3 Wasteland hand. And then they're just like, oh, Cycle Troll's. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, now I know. Yep. Cool. Get something Underground Sea. That UC could be black bordered.
That could be black border. I mean, one of those Underground Sea is going to be black border after this match.
Yeah. Thinking, do you get the UC? Do we get a basic? Basic, okay. Probably signifies like, you know, but this may be the only land in his hand now. Because like, yeah, get the Underground Sea, one gets wastelanded, and then you kind of stuck you can't double spell. Which is true for just the sewers as well, but maybe it's like a hand heavy in black cards as well. So yeah, we know he's got Fatal Push, Coffin Purge, Daze, the Swamp. And Reanimate the Troll. Yep. Strong. And it takes out a force. Yeah. I guess Troll is just one of the hardest ones to deal with. It's just...
Yeah, it has unblockable on it.
Yeah.
Doesn't have any effects like a Troxer, but it's still...
It just comes into play for so cheap.
Yes, yeah. It's almost like cheating, I think.
Yeah, self-enabling. Niall top deck, was there any video of the old school games? Yes, but I don't know where. So I went over to watch a bit and they had their own setup. So So I'm not sure where. I can go and try and find out after this, but maybe dig around on social media and stuff.
I mean, it's also possible that they just like recorded maybe some games.
Yeah, true. It could be. Yeah. But yeah, there was a camera there, but there was no one commentating. So I think that's a good point. It probably was recorded. Yeah. No problem. I did go over and watch a bit, and my friend was there playing as like, I don't know if it's alpha or beta power, and just like,
oh gosh,
like the opponent had like another void, I think, in play. Maybe it was the abyss actually, but he like started casting like multiple spells, just tapping like 1 or 2 lands. I was like, what is going on? He's like, are they superpower things? But no, he had like 8 mana from a mana drain on some like big X, like a mind twist or something. I don't know, old school things. Okay, reanimate number 2. This is why he probably got the basic swamp, because he's like, look, I don't want to get way sanded out. I want to be able to cast these multiple.
I'm gonna try like over and over again if it reanimates.
He's getting trolled. All right, so yeah, he's got a brainstorm and a daze in his hand. Definitely Voidwalker right on time. See, troll being a 1-mana creature, I feel like you should be able to fatal push it. Because it definitely is a 1-mana creature.
Oh, we need to like print a better push. Oh man, like the Healthy Voidwalker, not bad.
Yeah,
a little slow for my taste.
Gets pushed. We knew the push was there, and it's troll time. All right. And the troll is going to be like, 3-turn clock, just clock. And we find an animate dead, another brainstorm, and another troll to go with his coffin purge in 2 days. Looks like he's reaching for the coffin purge, but I feel like you might want to keep that because it's like one of the ways that you just lose here, like an Archon. Just untaps and goes into. Like, I think it's very fair to assume that Laurent's probably taken a lot of that part of the deck out. But again, it's just like the avenue to you losing is that here. This might be playing safer. We see in Laurent's hand is 2 fatal push at least. Still. I'm not sure on the last one. He keeps the double days. And it keeps so coffin purge, troll, double days. I like that because you can cycle the coffin purge, cycle the troll, get a second UC, so both days are alive, and then you still have the basic swamp up to cast coffin purge. Yeah. Last year I was there with my pet deck, a completely toasted pox. This is what he was saying. Toasted pox. It was okay, like 3-1, then the guys behind the bar gave me too much beer and I shit myself. What a good memory. All the people from MTGOnes are awesome. It's what what's his name again? Was saying. Luik was saying. Did you play against Luik on Reanimator? Because last night he was telling us about this guy who had like a really fucked up Pox deck. Yeah. And he was like, he's so evil.
Oh yeah, like the one that's like all heavy.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Luik was singing your praises last night. It was like 2 a.m. He was super drunk and we were having a good time. And he was like, yeah, I hate everyone apart from the evil Pox guy. So that's cool. Thanks for tuning in. And yeah, he would love to meet you again. Very cool, very cool. That's awesome. I love you call it toasted Pox deck. Cool. Alrighty. Brainstorm.
So back to the game. Like we got some brainstorm action. Wow, what just happened?
We're going to game 3, baby.
Oh shit. Oh, did we just brainstorm lock ourselves?
It must be, right? So like brainstorm locks, there's no fetch, no shuffle effect. And then the Doubtful can't block, the tail push can't kill it. The troll.
Because this game didn't have a single Atraxa or Archon of Cruelty. It was actually kind of harmless, I think, at the first half, right? Until what? Until Troll happened?
Oh, look, we can see Laurent's sideboard here. There is Archon at the front. I saw the Grizzlebrand. So I have to guess he's just sided like all the reanimate stuff out. As opposed to Tubo, who does keep a bunch in. I don't know if he's going to change a little bit on the play draw. Like Laurent went back to the sideboard, had a quick shuffle through it, have a look, but decided not to change it. For me in these positions, what I'd like to see is both players just put everything in and then even if they take the same cards out again, make them guess. Because Tubo can like see Laurent shuffling or vice versa, and you can be like, okay, well look, I saw your deck mostly in game 2. I know you probably sided out in games and stuff. I'd like to see, when you're playing with friends, you can't be bothered with stuff. But I think it's something you can use as a little bit of a leg up. It's like you're kind of giving away some information for free. So yeah, I like to do that very often. What I'll do is between game 2 and game 3, if my opponent has seen like a sideboard card that they want to play around, what I'll do is I'll try and take out the number of cards that is kind of like stock to play with that. So if it's like Fairy Macabre, for example, or Leyline, I'll take 3 random cards out and then go through my sideboard and then put those 3 cards back in.
Okay.
So it looks like you're changing things up. It's just a kind of like free thing you can do.
It doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah. It works like 1 in 10 times, if anything, but yeah, you know what? If I'm sitting across from my opponent and they're changing things up, it makes you think, and even making your opponent think extra. Yeah. He's saying, I'm not sure what he said. Sorry, French.
It was names of people with cards.
Cool. Okay. Cool. Got Carlos saying they probably said out everything out. Yeah. So we know that Tubo keeps in Archon, 3 Entombs, and I think he's like all reanimates at least. Maybe animate deads. I think he said he cuts 1 animate dead. So that's 2 animate dead, and then 4 reanimate still.
Like the card reanimate is actually not that bad in the post-cycle games, right?
Especially for troll.
If you keep pushing opponents' creatures, then like.
I think I've seen a lot is like, play a Bowmaster, kill your Bowmaster, reanimate my Bowmaster, kill your Bowmaster, reanimated my Bowmaster, kill your Bowmaster.
That's almost that's like Archon of Cruelty or Archon of Cruelty.
Yeah, just like a smaller scale.
Yeah, but like the baby version of it.
Yeah, so reanimate is just good in the mirror. Like, you don't need the entombs and stuff. As we see, Laurent has 1 in his hand. So we see a UC, a Force, a reanimate. Oh, thank you so much. A Thoughtseize, a Wasteland, and I missed the last one. And we have Entomb, Force of Will, and some other stuff.
Okay.
Cool. And God bless Thoughtseize again. Let us see your hand.
Yeah, let's take a proper look at this. So we got a Force, Brazen Borrow of Brainstorm, Entomb, and 3 fetch land.
Yeah.
Double Delta on 1 Flooded Strand. This is a solid keep.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, we got mana, we got answers, we have the counter magic. We have pretty much everything but an explosive start.
Yeah.
Which is okay, right? Like in a matchup like this, I think I would keep this hand like all day long.
This is top. Like,
yeah.
The Brainstorm, again, you can just draw a reanimate and just like, you can just go fetch, go on the city sewers.
Yeah.
Draw a reanimate or something, and Entomb for Archon.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if this is like correct, but I would rate this hand like an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, sounds right. I love the Brainstorm take here. The hand is great, but it's just, without the Brainstorm, the cards just do what they do. I know it sounds silly to say, but like, there's not much flexibility with the cards. The Entomb just goes and gets a reanimate thing.
Right.
And the Force, like, you can pitch the Brazen Borrower, so it's just,
Okay.
Whereas Laurent now has full information about it as well. So we've got Wasteland at the front of the hand. There's an Undercity Sewers behind it. So you're going to cycle a troll? Yeah. And Laurent does have a reanimate in his hand. So if you're...
This might be,
If this happens, if you're Tubo, I think he's drawn... I'm not sure of the new card. It might be a... I'm not sure what he drew last turn, but if he has the Force Will and the Brazen Borrower, do you like try and Force Will this reanimate, or do you try and bounce the troll?
I think you can bounce it.
Because you're playing today's then.
You play into days, or maybe you take a hit and then play Days Proof.
Okay, let's come in.
Like forcing this just seems so bad.
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah. Okay. Probably gonna get sewers. But Carlos says, nice to see you flipping the card that Laurent doesn't know about. Yeah, this came up earlier in the stream as well. Someone knew like all the cards, so yeah, it's a really good thing to do. Where now, because Tubo he has 1 card that's unknown, you can have that one flipped upside down. But very often your opponent knows like 5 from a Thoughtseize. I think we saw Steph like kind of have lots of cards upside down in the Reanimator versus Ant match. Yeah, really good tactic to just remind yourself what your opponent knows. Because very often I see like, you know, I'll know someone's hand and then they play another fetch land that they've just drawn, and it just gives so much information away. The threat of an unknown card versus not is just massive. So yeah, very good. So he drew a Barrowglyph. Still not sure if the card he drew the turn before. It is harder for us to see. Oh, it's almost there. It's a Fatal Push, okay. So he's drawn Fatal Push and Barrowglyph the last 2 turns. I think he's really wondering about like playing today's or not. I think because you drew the Barrowglyph, you do. Because you want to get the Barrowglyph down as well. He would have loved to have drawn another blue card to be able to play Brazen Borrower and have Force Will up, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe that's his other consideration, is like, Troll is just really hard to answer in these modes, isn't it?
It really is.
It's just Brazen Borrower or Bust, or Archon. But again, lots of them side out Archon. The Wasteland's pretty good here as well.
Yeah.
It's funny how Wasteland is like not good in this mirror until you have a troll smacking their face.
I mean that's like the rule of Wasteland, right? Like the Wasteland when you are ahead is so good. It's almost like a time walk.
Well, it's like casting Time Walk on turn 2 as an explorer versus Time Walk when you have like a mentor in play or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That exactly.
It's so different. Yeah, Tubo really thinking here, like, yeah, I'm not sure what to do here. This is a really hard decision. Do you try and bounce it? No, he's playing it safer. Like, given how the game has gone, I think he kind of wished he forced 3 animate, but it probably was the wrong or right play at the time. Because I think Laurent does have a daze in his hand, so it's going to be a big punish if he did play it. Yeah. Yeah, this is intense. This is really close.
Yeah. So what do we do? Like, we can't really Undercity Sewers at end of turn because there's still a Wasteland. As much as we want to. Oops.
No, saying upkeep. Kill that. Yeah.
Oh, there was the Sewers already. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So you could have gone for the Sewers, but I don't know.
So this is an upkeep Wasteland.
Yeah. Going to
interesting.
Add a mana. It is like, is it intent then the first place and a 1k card in the end? Yeah, a lot's on the line. FPB UC is pretty baller. Yeah, but it's nice that these two know each other. They're friends and stuff, so it's really very, very cordial. Like nice Archon. Too much tension for me. Yeah, it can be tight if people aren't used to playing at this level. Especially this mirror, like, God, that first game stressed me out.
Yeah, the first game was intense.
Yeah, God, so much back and forth.
And this one is...
These last 2 games have been similar, right?
It's similar, yeah. Dude, Troll of Khazad-dûm, like, what a monster.
Yeah, I feel like just watching these last 2 games has taught me so much about how this matchup works post-combat. It's like, Barrowglyph is maybe like a way to kind of like race a troll and stuff, but an early troll is worth a Force Will over, it seems like. In both these games, the troll has just been so hard to deal with.
Yeah.
He's down to 7.
You take like so much damage, right? Like you have like triple, triple fetch land, so you're down to what? To 4 life?
Yep. Yeah, I can see this troll just going the distance. Like he's... Now the fetch lands, the paying 1 life going down to 6 if the Brazen Borrower doesn't resolve. Like I think he's waiting for a blue card for the Force of Will and really hoping it comes, but going down this low, like now Laurent's found a Dathi Voidwalker in his Ponder. That's going to be a threat. He does have a fair push for it, but like you need to cast all these.
We are at a point where like every creature needs to get answered now because of like how low life totals are.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's going to shuffle away. Maybe he doesn't have a land for the Dathi. There was also a fetch land in there, but I don't know. He's just so ahead with this troll. He might want to just try and find some disruption, Thoughtseize or another Force of Will or something. Another Daze, anything like that. So, he has the land, but it's the Sewers, so he couldn't have played the Dathi if he drew it. So it makes sense. And that was a very scary quick top.
Is it a keep on top? Oh wow, it's a top card.
He's like, fetch. This is probably the Brazen Borrower coming. I also like wouldn't mind seeing an entomb here. Just being like, right, I need to draw animate dead. Reanimate doesn't cut it either.
Oh yeah, you're right. It has to be animate dead.
Yeah, yeah. The Wasteland was really brutal this game as well. It's just like kept Tubo off playing around days and everything. Okay.
Yeah, we can't hold it any longer. Like
I would.
Here's
days is so fast.
Here's petty theft.
Yeah.
Don't daze me, bro.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. This was okay.
Oh, it's an animate dead.
What?
But he didn't cost. There's no big monster in the graveyard, and there's no blue card.
You sure? You sure?
Yeah. The entomb is. I think so.
I thought 1 and 2 is resolved. No. Maybe for something else. Maybe for Coffin Purge. Oh man, dude,
It could have. There does look like there's Coffin Purge in the graveyard. I might have just kind of missed that.
Okay. You do pass a turn. This is getting really intense, everyone.
I think
this is getting really intense.
I think this troll is going to attack for the win here. I think it is.
Okay. Brainstorm.
So there's no Bowmasters now as well?
I honestly don't even know what we are brainstorming into, like what we are looking
for.
Another
4 so days.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting.
I guess his assumption is like, you know, he has to have a Brazen Borrow here, right? Or it could be like a go for the throat, shoot the sheriff. They play those sometimes.
Oh, shoot the sheriff, yeah.
Yeah.
Legacy staple.
Shoot the troll.
Shoot the troll.
Yeah. But he has a Force of Will with a blue card and a daze here. This is shoot the sheriff. Yep. That's it.
Oh wow, will do it. That will do it.
Holy shit, the trolls.
Dude, Laurent is our MTGOnes 10th anniversary legacy main event champion, winning at Black Border Underground Sea. How crazy is that? Congratulations, Laurent. Well deserved.
And commiserations for having to buy 3 more FBB Underground Seas.
Wow.
Amazing. Those games, this was, you know what? I know everyone like is kind of over animated at this point, but this match was really interesting.
Yeah, it definitely.
Yeah. As chat says, it was a cool final. I was afraid when I see the matchup, but it was too cool. It was cool. Yeah, really cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very deserving win. Really well played final as well. Again,
it's like so much different than like a few months ago with Psychic Frog.
Yeah.
Because like Psychic Frog was pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Right, but now it's kind of more like a okay, what do I actually do post sideboard?
Yeah, Troll is the real MVP.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't even close. It just dominated the sideboard cards.
It did.
It was insane.
It really did.
Yeah, you really have to. I don't know. Maybe you have to play more dismembers. Like Laurent has 1 dismember in the sideboard. I think Tubo didn't. But if you're expecting mirrors, that is something you need.
Right.
Because the petty theft seems so clunky and bad and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. Just to give you like a little bit of a price rundown, like this, like I want to mention this like again. We've mentioned this like a couple of times, but this is just so much value you can get here. So the first place, as we mentioned, like the Underground Sea, FBB. I hope it's French, and then the second place gets 700 euros, 700, and the third.
That's something like a first place prize.
That's almost like a FBB plateau, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. And then even for like 400 for the third and fourth place, 200 for all the remaining top 8 competitors, and then there's like prizes all the way down to top 32, which is enormous for an event like this, right?
Yep.
Again, we had 126 players, 7 rounds of quiz, top 8. We saw everything was going to be available as a VOD on the like Coin du Jour link. There. Go check it out later. It will all be there, just in case we missed it. My favorite round was definitely the Ruby Storm versus the Jeskai.
Yeah, me too.
Wizard deck.
But I think even like we got a real wide range of things. Like we were pretty lucky with how it all played out. So we got like a lot of combo in the morning, saw a lot of wizards. I believe we're gonna get a winner's interview as well.
Yeah.
Are you up for talking to Laurent in a minute if he comes in?
I thought you were going to do it.
Both finalists.
Cool. Okay.
Both finalists?
Cool. Awesome. Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna just leave it up to you guys.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So yeah, we're gonna have the finalists in a second because I'll ask them some questions about what they both think about the matchup, how it went. They're just, as we can see, still packing up and stuff, so we'll be a minute. But thanks for the cool work, guys. It was also like a little bit out there. Yeah, that's perfect. Hopefully, it felt like you were in France a bit. And I would also go and follow Gregory from MTGOnes. He posted some really cool pictures of the event today. Enjoy a good French beer and some good food now with cool people. We got some empty beer glasses. We'll get some more now.
So it looks like they are still doing some pics outside, I think. Okay. So some of the pictures. They will be here very, very soon. But man, yeah, like what a day. What a day. Also,
we got our Lyon City of Brass. Where are we going? There we go. Oh. Anyway, this is the Notre Dame in Lyon, but it's a city of brass. It's very cool.
Like yes. Also tomorrow there's going to be another event without a top 8. It's just a Swiss tournament, but from the last couple of events, I can say that more than 90% of the players today are also going to be there tomorrow. So you have double the chances.
So it's probably going to be over 100 people for sure. Like
100%. We'll be playing too.
Mm-hmm. So catch us in the bad.
We got our signature decks with us.
We'll play like round 3. What?
Oh, there's also coverage, right? In French, though, so you might polish your français.
Baguette
de cassation. We didn't even see. So we didn't even see a single.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, we didn't see a baguette de cassation today, which sucks. But we also didn't see a Naru, which was a big plus point. So
we did.
I followed the win and win.
It got named by Meddling Mage.
Oh shit! Yeah. So
we didn't really.
Too bad, Doug. So we saw it in the hand. It wasn't castable.
Yeah.
Man, what a bummer! What a bummer.
It's true. We didn't have to commentate the going off thing.
Maybe we should like all play like more meddling mages. Just name the things we don't want to see.
Name troll of Khazad-dûm. Yeah.
Oh, we could have all like named like Psychic Croc and just don't worry about it. I talked to Arnaud about the Jeskai deck. So meddling mage apparently was a one-off.
Oh, really? Okay. Wow.
Dude, yeah.
I thought you didn't see that much.
Okay, check this out. So Jeskai wizards, right? 4 Flame of Honor, 10 creatures total.
Okay.
We got 4 Tamios.
Yeah.
We got 4 Snapcaster mages.
Yeah, that makes sense, but
we got a single meddling mage.
Yeah.
And we got a single dude. Like, you're not gonna guess the last wizard. You guys should also guess, because it's a card you will probably never ever guess. It is a wizard. It is a 2-drop. All right,
chat, hit us, because I'm thinking. I have no idea. A 2-drop wizard.
It's blue, mono blue.
Oh, okay. 2 curse catchers in a trench coat.
Good. It's Jace Rince Prodigy.
Oh yeah,
right.
They're coming out. Yeah. Cool.
All right. Jace. With that being said, I'm gonna piss off.
Get out of here.
And we gotta get the boys in. All right. Cool.
Okay. I'm gonna move over a bit, and we've got Tubo and Laurent. Well done, man. Congratulations,
buddy. Thank you.
It was a good game. It was a really good game.
It was really nice.
So here we are. This is what we're again. So when we first saw it was going to be reanimated, we were like, oh dear, the public enemy. But the matches were like intense. The first game was, we were exhausted just watching. I think like just Archon, kill your attacks, kill so much back and forth. So is that like typical for how game 1 goes? Do you think?
No. I've never had a game
really
that long.
Yeah.
Yes. And Twebo was unlucky on the first trigger of the trigger.
We saw that and we were like, wow, there was not a single instant, not a single one. So you had to take like a Brazen Burrow, like a Wasteland and a Ponder or something.
Yeah. Mine was lucky, so...
Yours was like what it does, because it's 10 cards. You should find that and stuff. And then we were, every single time it was like back and forth, Archon was killing whatever's in play and you just keep reanimating each other's things. And then it was like the 4th animate dead from you that was just like, because you both like had a cantrip in hand or something, but you didn't have the animate dead and you kept finding it as well. And it was just so back and forth. And then, and
the 2 Murktides.
They were
interesting.
At the beginning, we were like, Murktide's looking pretty bad here. Like, it doesn't do anything at the beginning. But then we're like, that's a 13/13. That's huge and stuff. But then the Attractor can trade with it. Archon can kill it and stuff. So, I think you just had the 4th animate dead. It came down to the 60 cards, which, is interesting to see.
Yeah. And I think the game 1 result on a lot of luck.
Maybe, but like you just keep casting animate deads and but like you both played it very tightly. Like it was, you both are doing things that are important to the thing. If one of you did something differently, you could have lost. So it's not just luck for sure. And then I asked you about sideboarding going into game 2 because people seem to like have done it differently. Even before Grief and Psychic Frog, like a lot of people take out all the entombs and stuff. And you said you keep yours just because you have the Coffin Purge.
Yeah.
Like, so how do you sideboard?
I board out all of the entomb,
All that, yeah.
all of the animate dead, and 3 fatties.
Cool. Okay.
I play Grivelbrand, Roxa, and Arnaud.
Yeah. Because I think this is what I've seen most, but that's why it's such a hard deck to play against and sideboard against. Because some people just keep stuff, some people don't. And like, so you kept 3 entomb reanimates and 2 animate dead.
Something like that.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just like if they expect it, the unexpected is powerful as well. But it makes sense as well because the moment your Archon gets like thought seized and then reanimated, you're just in trouble. So, but then both games went the same way. An early troll reanimated was killer. Like we were just watching it. And we were like, in the third game, we were like, "Do you force will this?" Like, nah, it's fine. And they're like, "Fuck, I would have force willed that." it was bad. So,
I went for game 3.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why I didn't was that he knew that I had the force and the petty theft.
So it's kind of like it could be
he's baiting me.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to find a blue card for force.
That's what we called on. We were like, you want a blue card for force or to play around days, but then the wasteland came, and so you were just waiting for a blue card, but then you drew like fatal push.
And there was another layer of it was that if I just do it in his turn or at some point when I don't have mana up for another cycle reanimation, then my Coffin Purge won't do anything.
Sure.
I was like trying to find a spot where I can untap and have Coffin Purge in the graveyard.
Because your whole plan is around bouncing this troll, and you can just go, okay, cycle again, reanimate again. It makes sense. Real tough because we were trying to like look through it because both of you had fatal pushes in your hand when you died to it. But fatal push is obviously good in the matchup. Yes. But it was like you have 1 dismember in the sideboard. Maybe you need 2 for these kind of situations and stuff. But it was. Yeah, the troll is just like, bloody hell. It hits hard.
But it's funny with the troll because it's also kind of a liability if you, like I bought 1 out.
Okay.
Because if you are kind of forced to use it to get your land drop and can't reanimate, you're maybe giving your opponent
true
initiative.
Very true. Yeah, it's a lot of like cat and mouse, like just back and forth and stuff. So yeah, especially game 1, like we just kept thinking like when you got the Atraxa, we were like, okay, but you can like take a reanimate to bring back the Archon as well, so you can sacrifice the Atraxa to your Archon, but then you kept having to take Ponder for your blue card as the Forcible as well, so you were both just fighting. It was really, really interesting.
Several times I was sure I was dead.
Yeah. In these situations you're like, well, I lose to everything, so I have nothing, and it was that exactly. Anything stand out from you in the game?
The Wasteland in the game 3 on his upkeep. I think I thought that the days would not be operational if I didn't waste. And I wait for your upkeep, so if you petty theft in response, your mana would be engaged.
No, that made sense. Because like, I don't know if you two have different things, but like the Wastelands seem generally pretty bad, but they can be really backbreaking here. It was amazing. But generally, you can use it to cycle a troll and stuff and pay for a days here or there, but all your spells are so cheap, it doesn't really do that much. But it was so effective here because your hand at the end was like a barrel glyph as well. You couldn't cast it. It was you had cheap spells. It was like 3 mana and all less, but you were just so far behind from the troll. And similar to what happened to you in game 2, it was like it didn't really line up.
And that is quite usual for the mirror.
Just like trying to catch up and it just snowballs and stuff. Cool. Well, thank you so much, guys, and congratulations again. Really cool. Now go and have some beer. Cool. Do that as well.
Thank you.
Cool. Thank you so much. We'll see you outside.
All right, guys. That's how you win a tournament. Crazy finals. Good matches all day long. It was a delight being here. Buddy. It was really good talking.
It was lovely
having this opportunity to hang with you this entire day and just talk about Magic. Now it's time to grab a beer, I think.
And we're going to go and play some more Magic, I think.
We could do that, yes.
We're going to go and cube.
We probably should.
This is the face of Hopeless Addicts.
Yes. Sir. And as we mentioned, right, like everything's going to be available as VODs on like Coin du Jeu channel. On YouTube, and you can rewatch everything there. And the next date is confirmed. It's the end of May and beginning of June. the whole weekend. It's not gonna be only in Legacy. It's gonna be like a little bit of Pauper maybe, and like team trials. Like all these things are planned out, and it's dude. I
Friday like
can't wait.
Evening team trios into like double Legacy events Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah. Okay. With that being said, all right. Once again, push that like and subscribe button. Make sure to send some love to MTGOnes. They're a great community, good guys. Fantastic tournament. It was so smooth, no delays, nothing. Perfect.
Cool. Goodbye, everyone.
That being said, all right, take it sleazy, everyone.
Much love.
Cheers.